Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. Back with Dustin from Convoy Home Loans. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. So you're in the mortgage business, right? You lend, you look at a lot of deals, and obviously we had Jerome Powell's press conference yesterday, which was going to be market moving, and it was. Everybody's saying that the Fed pivoted yesterday. So, dude, the Fed pivoted yesterday. What's up? What do you think?
I think, I mean, the market read it that way. It was a more dovish stance that he took than the last, I think, in September when he spoke. But the biggest thing that I took from it is that it's going to be a slower bleed in terms of we're going to get to our terminal rate slower rather than how quick we did the last, 9 months.
Yeah.
And we're going to stay there longer. And that just tells you right away that the pivot didn't happen because we haven't gotten there yet, and we're going to stay there longer. So,
Yeah, it was amazing. So actually, I had a bunch. So I talked yesterday on my daily financial news saying that Jerome Powell's speech, I expect him to be hawkish, blah, 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 blah. And I got a lot of people chiming in saying, you're wrong, you're an idiot. How's it feel to be so stupid? And I'm like, again with these people. So this is what I took from it, Dustin. Let me know what you think. So first off, he was about 95% as hawkish as he was before. There's a little bit of a victory lap he took. We'll talk about that in a minute. So the first thing he said is we're going higher than the market expects. That's not new. Second, he said we are going to stay there longer than the market expects. That's not new. And third, if you watch my channel, you weren't surprised by this. We are going to get there slower, as you said, slow bleed. We're going to get 50 on December 14th. So none of that is a Fed pivot. In fact, I would argue getting there slower is worse than getting there faster, but you can debate that. Now for the little victory lap. The one piece that I think he threw out there is I think he admitted the Fed is winning. If you're on my channel, you've heard me say in the daily financial news that I think the Fed is winning. The game's not over. The battle's not won, but they're winning, right? CPI down, PPI down, PCE down today, job growth slowing, they're winning. But he took a victory lap. He said goods inflation is coming down. He talked about early indications of housing data coming down, and the job market is getting softer. So he did throw those out there, but none of that was a pivot. I mean, I don't understand what happened yesterday.
yeah, pivot in my mind from what we want. And, it's going to get to the terminal rate that we still don't know yet. But I think what we did get yesterday that I think the market's rallying around is that we're not going to get a terminal rate that's at 7 or probably even 6. I think we're correct on the fact that it's going to be 5.25, maybe, right?
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. And I get, me and John get, I don't know how many questions a day about what we think the feds are going to do and how the federal fund rate affects mortgage rates. But I've been telling people, look, that what the feds are going to do, everybody already knows that. There's no surprise on that. We know what they're going to do, and the biggest thing that we're looking at is what is inflation going to do? Because if inflation is lower than expected, expect rates to be lower for that 1 month until we get the next inflation report, right?
Yeah.
What is it, December 13th? Well, no.
14th, I think. No, 13th. You're right. 13th. Yes.
Yeah.
CPI is the 13th.
And then
And Fed's the 14th. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I think what you said there is exactly the critical point. And I think the reason that guys like you and I are excited today versus yesterday is the Fed took 7% funds rate off the table. I believe they also took 6% off the table. What does that also mean? Dustin, it means we're almost done. After we get our 50 basis point in December, we're almost there. We get a couple. And the other thing I'll tell you, Dustin, is I think every other subsequent move's a quarter after December, right? We're going to go and do.
Yeah.
So
who was
the
it?
good news. Yeah, go ahead.
Who was it last week or like 2 weeks ago that scared the market? Was it Bullard that brought up?
Yeah, Bullard threw out the turd in the punch bowl and said we could have to go as high as 7. Yeah, that freaked the market out. Yeah. So again, I think the Fed did not pivot. Anybody telling you that the people that want a Fed pivot, they're on margin. They have bad deal structures. They're hoping that the Fed bails them out. They're not coming, folks. The terminal rate's going to 5. Risk premiums being set. risk adjusted return. It's just get used to 5% funds rate. It's okay. It's been here before. Some of you are going to have to suffer some pain because your deals are bad, or you're on margin, or you're buying unprofitable zombie companies. That's pain. Pain is coming. They told you it was.
Yep. Agree.
Yeah. So no Fed pivot, huh?
Definitely not.
All right. Well, I just wanted to check. You're in the business. I thought maybe I missed something. But if somebody wanted to reach out to you, we're going to talk about DSCR loans next and how to get stuff at low rates. We're going to talk about that next. If somebody wanted to reach out and see what's going on, how would they do that?
Yeah, just go to our website, convoyhomeloans.com. You can fill out a quick little application or a quick notification to us, and there's a drop down just for you guys.
Nice.
Mention that come from ORAT.
Yeah. ORAT, one rental at a time. Dustin, I appreciate you, man. Thanks.
Thank you.